How's everybody doing tonight? It's Father's Day, it's the first day of summer. Means my whole set's going to be about my father. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am today. That's a joke. I remember being about 3 or 4 years old. I know I wasn't very good with words. My father and I were standing in line at a bank. There were 2 nuns behind us. I was being a rambunctious little shit. And these nuns were trying to keep my attention, asking me questions. They were like, hey, what's your name? I said, I'm Brandon Paul Albert Belanger the First. Really very nice to meet you, Brandon. What do you and your father do for fun? Well, at the time, my father and I, we didn't do too much. My favorite thing to do with my father was to play this game that we had cut out from the back of the Captain Crunch box, to which I referred to as the pirate game. So I announced loudly and proudly to these 2 nuns, me and my dad play the private game. My dad starts freaking out. There's no fucking private games in my house. Remember the first time I saw my dad's penis? I was about 8 years old. It was fatter than a Coke can. I was impressed. I said, Dad, is that what I have to look forward to when I become a man? And he said, no, son. Boys get their penis genes from their mother's side of the family. I was instantly depressed. Because my mother's clit's only this fucking big. I remember I was about 9 years old when I told my father for the first time that I smoked weed. He said, Dad, I smoke weed. He said, I know, son, I lit that joint. No more weed for you. My dad, he was a very funny man. Very, very funny man. He raised me by himself in the projects. He thought it was hilarious to buy me a purple bicycle. That got stolen about 40 times a day. Every kid in the neighborhood got to ride it except me. It was cool though, because I could always just send my dad to beat up whoever rode it last. So I called the bike Mom. That's where I come from. That's the bicycle joke. Okay, alright. I don't know how much time we have left, Lord. I got a whole lot of time left. I'm not prepared for this. Yes, I am. Alright, so I remember being a kid. I was about 9 or 23. And my dad took me to Six Flags for the first time. I was very excited. I was going to ride Superman for his opening. That's not a gay joke. Superman's my hero. It's not gay if it's your hero. I skipped everything on the way to go ride Superman. I skipped every concession except for the cotton candy, and I grabbed myself a bucket of soda, because that shit's still legal. Stood in line for about 2.5 hours, getting more amped up than a crack whore at an Aerosmith concert. Oh, you guys know my mother. Cool. So I fucked up. I sat in the front. Everybody knows you're supposed to sit in the back for the full thrill, but I still had a great time. It's probably the best time I've ever had in my life. It was 1.5 minutes of the most heart-wrenching, heart-pounding fun I've ever had. And then it was over. It was done. I was kind of nauseous, kind of sweaty, a little depressed. For the first time in my life, I knew what it felt like to be a woman. All that build-up for nothing. Never ride Superman again. How's that time thing looking? Alright? So, I guess I got 2 minutes left. I don't know how long this joke's going to take me. It's probably going to take me 10 minutes to find it. So, Give me a minute. It says, I told my dad I was a comedian, and he goes, I've got a joke for you to say on stage, like everyone says. Fuck those people. I'm not telling your jokes. Oh, I'm finding it. I know exactly where it is. It's part of the joke. And he goes, I noticed about a year ago, I was putting on some weight, and I realized that when I wear certain colors, I look thinner. Black, for example. So I bought a lot more black clothes. Recently, I realized I was putting on weight again. You know what that means? You have to come out with a blacker black. That's my dad's joke, not mine. It's okay. This is for you guys. Thank you very much. You guys have a great night. I'll be at the